feel yourself unhooded, untethered, flying into the heart of Spirit. The search for the beloved and the search for that ecstatic joy of oneness is central to so many spiritual traditions. We see it in Sufi mysticism of Islam. You'll read it and see it and hear it in the poetry of Rumi and Kabir, and yes, again, Hafiz. If you have ever made wanton love with God, then you have ignited that brilliant light inside that every person needs. Let that untethered, unhooded falcon within you light that fire inside your soul and be at one in love with the beloved Spirit. In Hinduism, Ramakrishna wrote, God is love. The self is love. Become mad with love in order to realize God consciousness, total absorption in divine presence. The supreme purpose and goal for human life is to cultivate love, pure love. It embraces humanity and divinity. God abides hidden in the hearts of all. God abides in your heart. Let us not hide it any longer. We see this search for the beloved and the ecstatic oneness with Spirit in Christianity. This divine union leads us to transformation. St. John of the Cross searched for the beloved. And here's something from the dark night of the soul. Sometimes we go into that place of the dark night of the soul in order to arise into the light of the dawn. St. John says this, O night that guided me, O night more lovely than the dawn, O night that joins beloved with belover, lover transformed in the beloved. Feel yourself living in the heart of the beloved and allow it to bring out the allness and the authenticity and the beauty and the perfection and the love of your being so that your light shines that love of Spirit, that love with the beloved. I happen to believe that every single one of us has been touched by or had glimpses of this union with the beloved Spirit. Sometimes it comes in the form of this. We sense this oneness, that we are part of something greater and that we're all connected. Sometimes it's only a flash, but we've seen it, we've felt it, we've experienced it. Sometimes it's a feeling of unconditional agape love. You know, I was fortunate enough to grow up with a father who showered me with unconditional love, so I got a sense of that from very early on. Whenever I feel unloved, I think of that. And that leads me to know that love of the beloved, that unconditional agape love. Sometimes it comes in the form of grace, that we just know that we are in grace, that life is unfolding perfectly, and not by my own steam, but it's just unfolding perfectly in grace, even when I don't deserve it. We don't need to deserve grace. The beloved loves us enough to simply give it. Sometimes it comes in the form of light or illumination. You know, that feeling of bing, the light bulb goes on, and we feel enlightened for a moment, and perhaps even a longer moment. Sometimes it comes in the form of ecstasy, and we feel that ecstatic energy within us, and it starts to pour out from us, and people feel it from us. And sometimes it comes in the form of freedom and synchronicity and flow. You know, that feeling like when you're in the zone and everything just unfolds perfectly and beautifully. Sometimes it comes with that sense that Spirit is living and breathing you. And last week I shared it wasn't last week, Lisa shared last week, but the week before I shared that much of my journey has come through the metaphor of music. And for me, I got that Spirit breathes through me through the instrument that I play. The music is the love. It's my connection with God. For you, it may be something else. And here's the really good news. The beloved is yearning for us in the same way that we are yearning for the beloved Spirit. Because Spirit actually needs us in order to be fully expressed on earth in human form. And it expresses itself in and through and as each one of us. We are it. We are the living expression of the beloved. So that communion with the beloved must be an active and daily part of our lives. I don't know if you've ever noticed that with a lover or a husband or a wife or a life partner, but they kind of like you to be in connection with them. Am I right or am I right?
Most times.
Most of the time, yeah. They kind of like you to
Either.
yeah, pay attention. Spirit is no different. The beloved wants to spend time with us. And so we carve out that time and that space daily and make it a life practice to be in relationship with the beloved Spirit. That intentional and conscious communion must become a regular and sustained relationship of practice. We must turn ourselves around. You remember the hokey pokey? Turn yourselves around? We must turn ourselves around to face Father, Mother, God's Spirit. Because that, facing the beloved Spirit, that presence, that is an act of love in and of itself. That is love. That is divine, perfect, and pure love. And as we do that, we become God's seeds of infinite possibility and illumination. We become the beloved. Now here's the question. This is the central question, and this is the difficult question. Can you bring yourself to the intense intimacy that is called for with the presence and the power of the beloved Spirit? That is an intense intimacy. Can you stand in that? Can you? Ask yourself that question. And if you're not ready in this moment to stand in the intensity of that intimacy with the beloved, then practice. Practice daily being with the beloved Spirit. Being in intimate relationship so that you can stand in that intense presence of intimacy, of love. Can you open emotionally to the all in all, to the I am? And can you feel deeply and openly, without hesitation or limitation, as you stand in the presence of the beloved Spirit? Can you stand silent and still in the presence of the I am, beloved Spirit? Can you stand in awe and wonder and humility and surrender and grace in the presence? It takes courage to be that open. It takes courage to be that loving. It takes courage to allow yourself to be that loved. But the benefits, priceless. Absolutely priceless. There is no greater love. When we stand in the presence of the beloved and be in love with the beloved, we become the presence of love, and all of our other loving relationships become more deep, more powerful, more expansive, more intense, more intimate, more perfect, more pure. Become one with the beloved, who is the self of yourself. The self, capital S self of yourself. Become awakened into the light of awareness that you are the beloved, that Spirit is the beloved, that there is only one beloved, and we are all that. We are all that I am. We're enlivened, we're empowered and ennobled into our authentic beingness when we are in love and standing in the love of the beloved Spirit. Our mind, our heart, our soul is filled and expanded to overflowing. We radiate love. Perhaps, yet again, we hear from Hafiz, who I think captures the power and the presence of this intimacy with the beloved, this relationship with the beloved in a very powerful way. No one can keep us from carrying God wherever we go. We do not have to leave him in the mosque or church alone at night. We do not have to be jealous of tales of saints or glorious mass of those whose intoxicated souls who can make outrageous love with the beloved. We do not have to be jealous of the tales of saints who make outrageous love with the beloved. No one, anywhere, can keep us from carrying the beloved wherever we go. No one can rob us of his precious name, his precious love. No one can rob us from his precious love, from the rhythm of my heart. No one can rob him from the rhythm of my heart. Carry the beloved Spirit with you everywhere. As we carry that beloved with us, we become that beloved. We become the living expression of it. And then my little I and your little I dissolves into the beloved Spirit, the beloved I am. And we dissolve into wholeness and oneness. That place where the heart and the light of the beloved dances with all of creation. And we dance with all of creation. There is no separation, there is no difference, there is no distinction, there is nothing missing. There is only one. There is only love. And this oneness, this sense of oneness, this being in oneness, this love with and in and through and as the beloved Spirit is who we truly are. Oneness, love, in and through and as each one of us. That is who we are. We are the beloved. And so as we approach one another, know that you are approaching the beloved one. You know, there's that great song, you probably know it, Kevin. What if God was one of us? Newsflash. God is one of us. God is all of us. God is the one of us. The song is true. What if God was one of us? And we are called here to be the presence of that beloved, the presence of that kind of intimate love in this world. We are called here on purpose and with reason. Jean Houston tells us this: at this great transition point in human history, when we are taking on staggering responsibilities both inward and outward, the Goddedness in us is yearning for us. The world may be urging us to coalesce into a new and higher unity. And the only force emotionally powerful enough to call us to sacred stewardship is communion and partnership with the beloved. For we probably will not have the passion for the possible until we experience the motivating power of the relationship with the beloved. We are here at this time to be the beloved, to heal one another, to heal this planet, and to be the presence of love. It is a high and holy calling. How many of you will take it with me? Will you be the presence of the beloved? Will you be love? Will you be the love of this planet? And make this a world that works. Stand with me in love. And in fact, I'm going to ask you to stand with me in love. Feel it moving from you, from the inside out, overflowing. Feel it washing over you. Be the beloved. Be that oneness. Be that love. And blessings. Blessings on your journey of falling in love with the beloved. Living in the heart of the beloved. And may you begin now by falling in love with all of creation, with all of life, where God expresses the many facets of its love and light. Love is your assignment. Please take it on. And so it is.